Well, it's no secret that much of Hollywood has become a dumpster fire. No, well, that's true, but I meant figuratively. In the last decade, so many beloved franchises have been torched beyond recognition, all for the sake of greed, personal gratification, and divisive political agendas. There are so many culprits to blame, but perhaps the most notorious arsonist of all is Alex Kurtzman. Hello, I'm Fermented Cinema. This is the perplexing story of the luckiest man in show business. Alex Kurtzman was born on September 7th, 1973. A dark day indeed for the craft of cinema, with an inoperable horseshoe stuck up his ass. From there, Alex Kurtzman... Wait, what's that? It's not Kurtzman? It's Kurtzman? Are you sure? Alex Kurtzman was born in Los Angeles to... You know what? Who gives a shit about his early life? He doesn't deserve it. Lame story short, Alex Kurtzman spent many years writing screenplays for big-budget Hollywood sci-fi and action flicks. His writing style has several clear hallmarks. They often involve throwing around random scientific terminologies that sound smart for a brief moment.
Tell me more about this volcano. Or maybe it didn't erupt because Mr. Spock detonated a cold fusion device inside it.
But are completely idiotic and nonsensical if given even the tiniest amount of critical thought. Luckily, his scripts are also extremely fast-paced. Therefore, there's no time for thought until the film is over. His career can be divided into two general periods: schlock, and then disaster. So, starting with schlock.
I am directly below the enemy scrotum.
After writing and helming the intellectual powder keg that was Hercules, The Legendary Journeys,
That was Hercules.
I'm the son of a god, remember?
Kurtzman teamed up with a small art house filmmaker by the name of Michael Bay. Together, they created mindless mass hits such as Transformers and Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. While far from high art, this action schlock raked in the money. Having successfully dumbed down summer blockbusters, it was now time for the wrecking ball that is Alex Kurtzman to be fully unleashed. Welcome to Disaster. This is when Kurtzman teamed up with Jar Jar Abrams and Bad Reboot and appropriated the beloved Star Trek franchise and f***ed it up beyond all recognition. This is when Kurtzman truly accomplished the seemingly impossible by turning the once hopeful,
and it's about hope,
progressive, intellectual.
In the 20th century, a physicist called Freeman Dyson postulated the theory that an enormous hollow sphere could be constructed around a star.
And unifying world of Star Trek into a divisive, mean, vengeful hellscape.
and it's about hope.
Gone are those thoughtful debates that examine both sides of an issue.
The system's failure will destroy them.
I just think we should be clear about that. We're talking about annihilating an entire race.
Which under most circumstances would be unconscionable. But as I see it, the Borg leave us with little choice.
Replaced with clunky, grandstanding, on-the-nose lectures that talk down to the audience.
You know, I've never been able to understand how a society could exist with so many contradictions and not collapse sooner than it did. You're killing it, 2024.
Message!
Fire poisons the sky. Trees gone, water dry.
Message!
What we want are arrests. We're looking for a male, Hispanic. My God, there's so many.
Message!
There may be tribute photos of their bodies on file at the Museum of Conquest.
The fuck is he talking about?
Vilifying anyone with a different opinion.
Need you one Hancock on these transfer papers. Got a bus seat with your name on it. You eyeballing me, asshole.
The hell is wrong with you guys? Slap on a badge, put on a uniform, you think you can treat people this way?
Sitting back in your very fine chateau.
It's a wonderful vision of people that are not small and bitter and miserable.
And it's about hope.
Gone is the calm, respectful, and mature human conduct.
Lieutenant, I am dissatisfied with your performance as first officer.
May I ask in what way?
You continually question my orders in front of the crew. I do not believe this is appropriate behavior.
With all due respect, sir, I have always felt free to voice my opinions.
That is true. But in those situations, you were acting as head of security, not as first officer.
Replaced with over-the-top emotions that are unbecoming of any officer in uniform.
I'm going, get off my ass! Sir, get off my ass, sir!
Sheer fucking hubris.
So, unless Hazmat over here is gonna be helping after he cleans up aisle 5.
My name's Gene, actually.
I've already forgotten that.
Shut the fuck up.
This is so fucking cool.
It is fucking cool.
Now you get off my ass so we can get back to work?
The shit would hit the fan.
You mean the profanity? Yeah. That's simply the way they talk here. Nobody pays any attention to you unless you swear every other word.
Despite his obvious lack for cohesive storytelling, the mangled mess that he has created with Star Trek.
But what's it about?
Captain Picard?
Okay. Anything more than that?
Nope.
And his directorial bomb that was The Mummy. Which sank Universal's attempt at an extended monsters universe. How is it that Kurtzman continues to be given so much from Hollywood? It seems so unfair. Well, that's just it. Life isn't fair. Alex Kurtzman has continuously surrounded himself with the right people and is obviously a pro at sucking ass. I mean, sucking up ass. Sucking up to people in power. The guy regurgitates all the correct ideological talking points that are now held as dogma in contemporary Hollywood.
You know who has the luxury of patience here? Someone who looks like you, and not like me.
Come to think of it, Kurtzman has always embraced diversity in his writing.
What are we gonna do with this shrimp taco?
Just bump a cop in his ass, throw him in the truck, and then nobody gonna know nothing.
Old school, yo. That's a Cybertron. Why don't you get a haircut with your bitch ass?
That's because you a pussy.
You scared? You're scared? Get your ugly face off. I'm ugly, but we twins, you stupid genius.
Oh dear. Now, before you start feeling too happy about yourself, please remember that it's we who created this monster by liking his crap-fest films back in the day when they were simply just dumb. And by we, I mean you. I've always hated the shit this man farts into existence. So there it is, the tragic story about how a complete, talentless hack can float his way up to the top of the entertainment industry.
No, I won't kill him. Do you hear?
Like, share, subscribe.